Welcome back, everyone, to Module 2 of the AI Literacy for Accountants course. In the first module, I laid the groundwork by defining AI, focusing on generative AI and large language models, and discussing its broader impact on higher education. In this module, I'm going to shift my focus to the core of your studies, the accounting profession. I'll explore how AI is already being used in various accounting functions, examine both opportunities and challenges it presents, and include a practical exercise to see AI in action within an accounting context. My goal is to help you envision and also prepare for the future of accounting, where AI will undoubtedly play a major role in your daily work. AI is not just a buzzword in accounting, it's a transformative force. While early technologies focused on simple automation, AI is now evolving to truly enhance human abilities. This means it's not only about doing tasks faster, but also about doing them smarter. AI greatly improves efficiency by automating repetitive rule-based tasks like data entry, invoice processing, and reconciliations. The automation also boosts accuracy, reducing human errors in large-scale data management. More importantly, AI allows accountants to gain deeper insights by analyzing vast amounts of data that would be impossible for humans to process manually. This allows for the identification of trends and anomalies and also enhances the ability to make predictions. This fundamental shift changes the role of the accountant from a data processor to a more strategic advisor, emphasizing interpretation, judgment, and high-value activities. Let's explore some of the positive features that AI offers the accounting profession. One of the most immediate advantages is the automation of routine tasks. Imagine AI managing tedious data entry, invoice processing, or bank reconciliations. This allows accountants to focus on more complex analytical and strategic activities that require human judgment and interaction. In auditing, AI can significantly enhance audit quality by analyzing 100% of the transactions instead of just a sample. This leads to stronger risk assessment and improved fraud detection. For financial reporting and analysis, AI can provide real-time insights and powerful predictive analytics, enabling more accurate forecasts and better business decisions. AI's ability to detect unusual patterns makes it a valuable tool for fraud detection, and it can greatly streamline tax compliance by automating complex calculations and ensuring compliance with constantly evolving regulations. Despite the many advantages, AI also presents significant challenges and negative features for the accounting profession. A primary concern is job displacement. This is particularly true for entry-level positions that are focused on repetitive tasks. While AI creates new roles, the nature of work is shifting, requiring current and future accountants to adapt. This leads to a skill gap where traditional accounting education may not fully prepare graduates for roles demanding data analytics, AI literacy, and strategic thinking. Implementing AI solutions can also involve high initial cost for both technology and training. Crucially, data privacy and security become even more critical when vast amounts of sensitive financial data are processed by AI systems. Then there are ethical dilemmas related to algorithmic bias, the black box nature of some AI, and determining accountability when AI makes errors. And finally, there's the risk of over-reliance, where accountants might become too dependent on AI, potentially eroding their professional skepticism and independent judgment, both of which are hallmarks of the profession. Just as AI is transforming higher education, it's also fundamentally reshaping the accounting profession. We're witnessing an evolution of roles, moving accountants away from tedious transaction processing toward more sophisticated value-added analysis and advisory functions. This transformation requires new skills from graduates, including strong analytical abilities, technological proficiency, improved critical thinking, and sound ethical judgment. The rapid pace of change also means that continuous learning is no longer optional. Accountants must regularly update their skills to stay relevant and competitive. With AI providing deeper insights, accounting becomes even more strategically important to businesses, guiding critical decisions. Ultimately, the future of accounting is not about AI replacing humans, but about human-AI collaboration, where professionals use AI tools to achieve outcomes far beyond what either could accomplish alone. Employers are increasingly seeking graduates with 4 key competencies: critical thinking and problem-solving skills to interpret AI outputs and apply professional judgment, adaptability and continuous learning to stay current with evolving technology, communication and collaboration skills to convey insights and work in diverse teams, and ethical AI awareness regarding data privacy and responsible use. Now, let's move to a hands-on activity that links AI directly to an accounting concept that you should already be familiar with: adjusting entries. I selected this topic because although it's fundamental, students often find it difficult due to the judgment and understanding of accrual accounting principles. The goal of the activity is to show how generative AI can assist with these tasks, but also importantly to highlight its limitations and stress the crucial need for human judgment and verification. I'll use a generative AI tool to create an adjusting entry for different scenario, and then you as a future accounting profession will review the AI output. This will help you understand AI's capabilities and, more significantly, its limitations. Let's try the first scenario, a common adjusting entry for prepaid expense, which you covered in your first accounting course. Imagine a company paid $12,000 on December 1st, 2025 for a 1-year insurance policy. Your task, if you are using generative AI, would be to prompt the model to determine the proper adjusting entry on December 31, 2025 for insurance expense. Let's see how ChatGPT would respond. I've entered my prompt in ChatGPT and press the up arrow, and away ChatGPT goes. The entry that ChatGPT returned was a debit to insurance expense and a credit to prepaid insurance, $1,000. Is this entry correct? If you said yes, you're only partly right. The reason is that the fundamental aspect of adjusting entries for prepaid accounts depends on the original transaction entry. What assumption did ChatGPT make? Based on the adjusting entry, ChatGPT must have assumed that the original transaction debited prepaid insurance and credited cash for $12,000. But what if the transaction entry had debited insurance expense and credited cash for $12,000? The adjusting entry would be a debit to prepaid insurance and a credit to insurance expense for $11,000. So was ChatGPT wrong? No. What was wrong was the original prompt, not providing all of the relevant information. I'll talk more about prompts in Module 4. For the second scenario, let's look at depreciation. A consulting firm purchased a computer system at the beginning of 2025 for $5,000, which is expected to be used for 5 years. Your prompt to the AI might be, provide the adjusting entry for depreciation on December 31, 2025. What would be the expected output? If you said debit depreciation expense and credit accumulated depreciation, you'd be correct. But what amount? What would ChatGPT say? I've entered my prompt in ChatGPT, press the up arrow, and away ChatGPT goes. Notice this time that ChatGPT recognized that the original prompt was incomplete and made an assumption of straight-line depreciation with no residual value. But what if the depreciation method had been double declining balance? What if the expected residual value had been $500? The amount of the entry would have been different. If your prompt is not complete, the output may not be correct. After trying these adjusting entry scenarios, let's review the main lessons. You probably noticed that generative AI is quite effective at rule-based tasks, performing calculations precisely and recalling standard journal entry formats. However, its weaknesses become clear when it doesn't fully understand the context, the subtle judgment needed for certain accounting decisions, or the underlying why behind an entry. This activity also emphasizes the garbage in, garbage out principle. The quality of AI's output depends directly on how clear and accurate the prompt is. Most importantly, it highlights that human oversight is essential. You must verify all generative AI outputs through cross-checking, critical thinking, and human oversight. Generative AI can be a valuable practice tool helping you test your understanding, but it certainly doesn't replace your core knowledge of accounting principles or your professional judgment. Looking ahead, the future of accounting will be increasingly shaped by human-AI collaboration. It's important to recognize that AI is meant to enhance, not completely replace human accountants. Repetitive and data-heavy tasks will be handled more by AI, which will allow accountants to focus more on higher-level analysis, strategic insights, and direct client advice. This will require new skill sets, combining traditional accounting knowledge with strong AI literacy, advanced data analytics skills, and strong ethical judgment. The accounting profession is constantly evolving, and those who commit to lifelong learning and actively adapt to new technologies will be the ones that succeed. Your role as a future accounting professional will be to use AI as a powerful partner, boosting your abilities and providing greater value. To review, Module 2 discussed how artificial intelligence is transforming the accounting field. It looked at both the benefits, like automation and improved insights, and key challenges, such as job displacement concerns and the need for new skills. The practical activity with adjusting entries demonstrated generative AI's capabilities, but more importantly, highlighted the vital role of human judgment and oversight. In Module 3, I'll concentrate on major ethical issues related to AI in your academic life and future career. I'll revisit academic honesty, talk about data privacy, and stress accuracy and the importance of verification. Be prepared to consider these ethical questions, as they'll be essential to using AI responsibly.